It's time for low elo Kha'Zix. And yeah, I know some of you will be opposed to the idea of which one, but it is something people keep asking me. How do you come out of low elo, or what do you do? So I decided, this is a Smurf account that I pretty much abandoned a long time ago because I realized, managing 4 other accounts is already a tough enough idea. I mean, tough enough ordeal. So I went ahead and just picked them anyways because I was bored one day. So anyways, this is a low elo game. This is placement matches actually for this account. And I have owned this account for a while now, so if you go back check the match history, you'll understand. Anyways, you already saw level 1 first blood because the invasion was so bad on the enemy team's side, and my Blitzcrank just managed to grab the talent. Anyways, runes masteries, attack damage red, attack damage quints, armor yellow, magic resistance blue, scaling. Well, actually no, I don't think yeah, there's scaling, and I think 3 scaling cooldown reductions. And masteries 2190. So pay attention to what Wukong just did and what he's going to do right now. Instead of just running to his tower, he decides, you know what? I'm going to just run away. I'm like, run away farther into the enemy's, the enemy's zone of control or whatever, and then just get killed. This is going to be a very, very common thing. While playing these low elo games, I've always noticed a recurring theme in problems. One, it's just kind of like panic. They panic so much. I don't know if the Wukong was panicking there, like going shit, what I do, but they're not thinking in the moment. It's like, in that moment, the Wukong should have gone, I shouldn't be trying to trade with Vayne with so many minions around. I shouldn't be trying to, like run away in a place that I know I'll just end up dying. I don't have a chance. And one of the more biggest problems is this one. The reason I rewinded it. Here, Nautilus had already come trying to gain bottom, and then he went to hide in the bushes and tried again. He goes in, deals damage, and he doesn't kill either one of these two. They managed to get away. Nautilus then he's going to flash forward to try to get a kill, but he's under the tower. He's exhausted. He's everything. It's like he overestimated how much damage he could deal. And even so, well, the Nami does the same thing actually. It's like, you have no mana. You don't have any damage. You can't kill either one of these two. And it's a thing that happens a lot in these lower level games. They overestimate how much they can do, and they don't understand, the value of trading. Think of it this way. What would be, yeah, the Nautilus could have gotten a kill on Jinx or on the Blitzcrank. Could have gotten a kill on one of them and gotten the gold. But whoever survived could get the risk of having double buff. Worse if it was the Jinx getting the double buff. Or he could have gotten none of them and just have died. And here the Vayne's just not sort of paying attention. This all boils down to a huge problem that's sort of reflected over and over in lower division games. They underestimate their opponents and they overestimate themselves. It's almost disrespectful, really. It's like, I know these are lower level players, but I'm still giving them a benefit of the doubt that they will at least understand, back away when a dangerous player is coming or something. But, seemingly they sometimes don't understand that, and it's kind of sad. Now, I've always told players, don't pick champions like Nautilus to try to carry from the lower levels. Yeah, you can win as Nautilus, but you won't be consistently good with him because you won't have the damage backing it up. It's like, you can make great, awesome plays. You can, CC people, but you won't have the damage. Look at here. The Nami is pretty much out of mana. And the Nautilus is going to initiate. And the Caitlyn's kind of just, doing her best, but she too is out of mana. She doesn't have any power. And I pretty much was able to bum blast the Nautilus. Honestly, the Nautilus went in once again thinking, oh, I'm such a badass, I'll be able to, wreck shit. So what's more, it just kind of blew up in their faces. It's that whole overestimating themselves and underestimating their opponents, and they got baited. So that's actually one thing I would recommend a lot of players who are trying to get from silver to gold to do. Counter ganking in this game, baiting your opponents is such an easy thing to do. Talon immediately blows his ultimate. I can murder his ass right now. So I just jump in. Like, I was waiting. Malzahar stood with so little mana to be able to fight back. And I knew the Talon was like, you know what? I can probably kill Malzahar. But there was no way he could do it because Malzahar had too much health and was a little too far. If anything, Talon approaching Malzahar would have backed away. Malzahar was a little too far. If Talon's the only thing he thought to do was gain the movement speed from his ultimate, jump in and try to kill him that way, but no. Instead, like, I figured the only way he could do that is just, putting himself in a bad position in which I could jump him or using his ultimate. Here's the same damn thing, though. Look, Nautilus fights me by himself. I assume it's because Talon showed himself mid and is going to come down bottom. But during that time frame, I know I could kill Nautilus before Talon would show up. Sadly, Blitzcrank had to give up his life. So hopefully you sort of see what kind of thing I'm going with this here. You just kind of can't rely on, players doing well. You can't rely on your, I don't know, carry getting fed or your mid laner not feeding or something. So you kind of have to do everything yourself if you want to carry and if you feel you're really strong. And a lot of the best way to just win games is sort of just you wait till your opponent makes a mistake and just crush them. Not only will this, destroy their morale, but you'll gain an advantage and steal their shit. Like, imagine this. Imagine Nautilus comes in for a gank and I jump him and I kill him. Now that he's dead, I know a lot of key things. I know he's not going to be anywhere near his jungle. He's dead. They're not going to have a jungle defense. During a counter gank, usually their lane mate also got their ass kicked a little bit because they committed, so maybe I can kill them or at least hurt them. And with that, I can easily invade and take their shit. So not only do I get an advantage by having killed the jungler and maybe the mid laner, but now I get to take their jungle, gain an advantage through there, and deny it from the enemy jungler. So it's just like the advantages just keep rolling in. So the best champions you could probably pick are champions like Kha'Zix, champions that don't exactly have the best, utility, but they have flexibility in how they gank and whatnot. Champions like Xin Zhao, write this down if you need to. Champions like Xin Zhao, Riven, Jarvan, and Kha'Zix are perfect for just ranking up fast through the lower divisions. Because you could provide ganking power, some utility in some way, lots of, damage, and then just, completely snowball out of control. Like, look, how are, the ganks as Kha'Zix being handled? I go in, I throw my slow. That in itself is weak CC. At least, weak, easily missed CC. But it's CC nonetheless. And then I can provide the damage towards the ganks myself. I don't have to rely on my teammates to do anything, if you get what I mean. That's one of that's very key component for jungling in lower divisions. You cannot rely on your teammates, therefore you must do it yourself. And all those champions I suggested, like Nautilus, Jarvan, not Nautilus, like Xin Zhao and Jarvan, how do they gank? They go in, they can deal damage, and then the enemy uses their escape. They can catch up to them, provide the pressure, all at the same time, just murdering and dealing damage. That's what you need. And when you take all these kills you get early, and then you transfer it into the mid phase and just snowball out of control from there. The best recommended champions, in my opinion, aren't bruisers. They're the one. Not bruisers. Bruiser built. Don't build them as bruisers. Build them damage, then slightly defense. Here, by the way, this was just completely stupid in my part. It's like, I jumped in just trying to get the wraiths, and I'm like, oh shit, a Talon. I can't escape now. I must fight him, and then Nabi comes in and kills me. So, if you're gonna play Jarvan, you don't build, Ancient Golem and Randuin's. Hell no, that's just gonna get you destroyed. You have to build Spirit of the Lizard or Brutalizer. Hell, even an Infinity Edge if you start snowballing out of control, then you can build tankiness. You have to exploit all the mistakes the enemy team does, and we've been doing that. I've been doing that the entire game. You see, Nautilus tries to fight me, punish him. Somebody's out of line, punish him. Someone makes a weird initiation, punish them. Punishing players is one of the strongest ways to level up. It still becomes strong later on in the game, but in the divisions. But they take a whole nother level of complexity. And as to why I uploaded this, I know it's a low elo stomp. I know it's not diamond or bronze. Diamond, platinum, or anything. But it's a contrast of how the ranked 5s went. I uploaded a Kha'Zix game about a week ago. That one was Platinum Kha'Zix. I also uploaded Ranked 5 Kha'Zix. And now this low elo Kha'Zix. Go watch them again, compare them together, and see how differently I played. And see what dumb shit I was able to get away in this game. And what stuff I avoided doing in the Platinum one and whatever. It's just, look at this. All of this game was just exploitation, punishment, and consistently moving. I rarely stopped to take a breather. I went mid, bottom, top. I just kept moving, and punishing anybody and taking advantage of everything I saw.